Okay, what I said was that Thundercats was like the coldest cartoon. That's what I said. And basically, it was the coldest cartoon just based off of aura alone. See, that's what I said here. But the volume of this is so loud that it's drowning out into my mic. So basically, I said it's the coldest cartoon. They're the best characters, the best character design, the best story. A lot of things are good about it, right? The story, the character design, the overall premise. But when you look at the action, it wasn't really that violent. Because dude has a sword, doesn't use it. Dude has nunchucks. Never hit anybody with nunchucks ever. Nobody ever get punched in the face. So it's like incidental violence, kind of like Super Friends almost. Yeah, basically, yeah, lion is a lion, and a lion can bite somebody's spine. You know how strong a lion is? It can bite somebody's spine and break their spine. If you're that violent, right? If you had a fucking sword, you would have stabbed fucking Mumra 1,000 times in the face and it killed him a long time ago and chopped his head off, or at least bite his neck and break his neck as a lion would do. If he's that vicious of an animal, this is what they kill in the jungle, and you never fucking ever use a fucking sword at least on anybody. I don't know if you even use sword on robots ever. And sometimes they would clash swords. Okay, fine, that's great, but they never actually cut each other. Nobody got stabbed. But not that I'm complaining. It was still not that it was running a good show, but because you're not gonna notice that when you're in fucking fifth grade. But anyway, the point of the fact is, you kind of never use swords. Okay, you gotta be honest. That's it. I'm out. It went on for 7 years. I went for 5 years. And 5 years for real? All I remember was the first 2 years, because that's the first 2 years. The last 2 years of me being in elementary school. Once you reach seventh grade, you kind of fall off from watching shit like Thundercats, especially when they were very, kind of childish. Because like once childish, and okay, see now at this point, I was saying Smurf was childish, and there's Wily Kid and Wily Cat were childish, and the enemies never actually shot anybody. They just tie you up, I guess, and they're the role bears, and they were like, Thundera, they took Rover Bell and pulled her panties off. Oh. And they're the most depressing robots I ever heard. I used to call my brother the Roll Bears because he has no fucking personality. My little brother Jason, no personality at all. Like, Thundera, it's a barren wasteland. And that's how he was, like the new Earth and like third Earth is a barren wasteland. So it's a depressing ass world. And these are the most depressing robots I've ever seen. And they're little robot teddy bears. You know how depressing they gotta be to be a fucking teddy bear and to be that fucking depressing? But anyway, that's the Roll Bears. But it was a great show. I'll tell you that. They had Rataro, then eventually brought Pumira and Bengali and Linkso in there. And it really, really showed this was like a staple anime type show because there's one point in Thundercats the movie where Pumara is like, yo, no, Linkso is like, Pumara, can you vault up to that ring? And that ring was like 20 feet up in the air. And she's like, yeah, sure. And she goes, woof, with one jump, jumps up and reaches the ring. I remember even in the movie when Pumara was in it, and Linkso, she's like, Pumara, can you vault up to that ring? It was like 30 feet up. Yeah, like, sure, no problem. No matter what, whatever they are, they ruined it. They just all go away. Only have anime now. Once the anime like culture that was never have to watch it. They destroyed it. Also, they have to have education on Saturday morning. And no more after football games. You have to watch it. You don't have a fight. Social engineer people would be pussies.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play unlocked.
8 hours at school. I don't need to fucking watch car education when I'm at home. Stop trying to ruin my life. But they're quick to make you want to go to a drag drag queen story time. Fuck that. We're trying to fuck with kids with fucked up shit. And the cool shit that makes them want to be in the army, like G.I. Joe or Wheel of Sword, like Thundercats, they want to eradicate and feminize you and watch pussy shit. That's what the fucking assholes, those fucking dickhead, those woke assholes want to do. They're dickheads. There's a word to call them. I forgot what the hell it was called again, but whatever. You know what I mean. So, as much as he was an asshole as far as, was economic disparity, but hey man, he had some cool shit. We had Thundercats. You can't be all bad if you had Thundercats and G.I. Joe. And I was for him for a while because they had the Star Wars program, and as a kid, you live in fear of nuclear weapons and nuclear war. So yeah, they'd had Star Wars program to shoot down the nukes. They better have some kind of fucking plan. The fucking Democrats' plan would be to talk down the nuke. Like, please don't shoot us, please. We're pussies. We're peace-loving pussy holes. Please don't shoot us with a nuke. Yeah, that's not gonna work, pussy. That's why fucking Jimmy Carter was a failed president. He's a one-term president. Okay, not to be political, but god damn it, it was in a political time, and people can say Superman's political because of fucking James Gunn. Well, so was Thundercats, and so was G.I. Joe, and so was Transformers, because all that shit was us versus them. To be honest with you, it was a reflection of the Cold War. It's a product of the Cold War. The Cold War was still going strong during that time, and everything with them was like us versus them. Like G.I. Joe, everything on something went wrong. Cobra did it, didn't they? It's automatically their enemy. The next enemy, the main enemy, is the one that did everything. And it's like a us versus them mentality. Autobots versus Decepticons. Every time something went wrong, Decepticons did it. It really couldn't have been somebody else. Couldn't have been a third party. Nope, Decepticons. It was like the communists, the communists and the capitalists. But anyway, that's just how it went. And that's my assessment. I know it'd be a little long-winded, but that's okay. Because I'm mad that this shit doesn't exist anymore. But who cares? I got this still. It still exists because I watched it back in the day. My problem is getting it on HBO Max or whatever, or getting on a streaming service and I can watch this shit, or without having to buy the DVDs, because Prime, for some reason, only has the stupid Thundercat reboot, which sucks. Fuck that reboot. I went to see the fucking original, man. And especially since they said it was 5 seasons of Thundercats. I don't remember Thundercats being 5 seasons. I thought it was only 2 like everybody else. But anyway, yeah, I can't find it in any streaming service so far to watch. Maybe I'll try Crunchyroll. If I can get it on Crunchyroll, that'd be cool. Now I'm done talking. I'm done with my pontificating about 1985 Thundercats made by Ranklin and Bass. I'm pretty sure they made by Ranklin and Bass. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Oh.